Salutations, everybody! Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3. I'm Lord Forwind, still playing here as the Vampire Counts Vlad. So, Clan Moors has just attacked the Crooked Moon, which is unfortunate because I have to join their side, which means we're going to be once more at war with Grimgor and the Bloody Hands. I'm staying allied to Clan Moors because they are still hanging on fighting Ironbrow's expedition, although I don't know why they just attacked a much stronger faction. So, the eastern front of my empire has just changed again while we are still trying to fight the dwarfs. Flensburg. Okay. The dwarves just apparently wanted to sack one of my settlements. Although, apparently they've run away after sacking the settlement. So, we've managed to almost retake the north of the empire. Or take it, because we never held it in the first place. I'm finishing off the various Norska faction holdings up there. We killed off Azog last time. Now we're struggling to finish off Barak Var. We need another army. Overall, though, for the moment, things are looking up, although the arrival of a new dwarf army is going to make things a little harder. Plus, now that we're at war with Skarsnik, we've got to be wary of that. On the other hand, it does mean I can start deploying Vlad this turn rather than waiting a bit. Now, up north, Malagar, the Dark Omen's going to cause trouble. However, Drycha is apparently on him. Although, can I give her an order? I want you to take Garsnik's lair if you can. If we can send Drycha to that and eliminate him, I will be very happy. We need to finish off those dwarves, because he's just running away, which is a problem. I was going to occupy this settlement here, but with this army, I can't really do that. Maybe I can do this. Trick him into attacking, ambush, wipe him out. Maybe. Trying to build up what land I can, when I can, which is not that often. Okay. Outside of one fort, there are no Norska factions in the Empire. So we've got to finish off the Norska that holds one of the fort passages between us and Bretonnia. Or the Empire and Bretonnia. But after that, we will have hopefully dealt with all the trouble on this front. We might actually be able to occupy that land. Let's see, if we were to go for a long victory, we'd have to take Austin lands. And outside of that, though, we pretty much have everything else we would need. We could try to get a long victory. I'd like to get the ultimate victory at this point. Let's see about any peace deals or other alliances we can make. Craventail will give me over 10k gold, or in this case, dark magic. I'll definitely trade with them. Work with chaos to kill dwarves. Kind of feels wrong, but Yeah, I can make peace with the Vanna Helmings. That eliminates one potential Norska problem. Actually, let's see what else I have to do to get peace. I can't make peace with anyone else that matters. But 14k to invest in my lands. Let's see if we can make that pay some dividends. We can unlock Terror Geists. Rebuild that settlement. Okay. It's going to be the 5 guy, right? We'll have to do that next turn. Lord that moved. Oh yes, because I was unable to take the settlement. On that note, let's get you on the battlefield. And we will make a really serious attempt at finishing off Barkvar before they rebuild. They're relatively weak, it's just the garrison's too strong. Well, the AI really wants to sack or take Flensburg at this point, because the dwarves went after it again. Too bad, but I guess in the long run, better for them to waste their strength against a settlement I don't really care too heavily about. That, on the other hand, is more annoying. No, I'm not joining any other wars if I can help it. Really? You brought Wolfrikin? Huh. Norse's got its homelands being taken by High Elves, and they're worried about raiding in Bretonnia. Whatever. Warhorse to the Apocalypse died. Oh, interesting. Can I catch this dwarf army finally? Yes. I can. Till he runs away again. There we go. Oh, we've taken out the invading dwarf army, only to have another invading dwarf army popping up in our lands. I mean, I suppose every battle that goes on, if it's as long as it strengthens my generals and heroes, is a good victory. I mean, these guys are pretty much all maxed out on everything that matters at this point. Still playing a relatively dangerous game of chicken with the dwarves there. Okay, let's try this again. There's no way we're going to take it right now. It's a total distraction while I build up my army. Can't recruit anything good. Well, I can get those regiments of renown, so that's worth it. Arkeests, I guess? Don't have really anything good to recruit from there. Surprisingly. Wait, he did sack this settlement, right? Very odd settlement to focus on the sack. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they do. Okay, despite having... Oh, he's lightning attacking. Interesting. Lightning strike. What a pain. Okay. 3 retreats and a sack of a settlement. Hopefully that means I can counterattack next turn, since I didn't lose anything important. Annoying, though. On the other hand, when Wolfric charges into your army and dies, I call that a victory. Retreat once more. By constantly launching the sieges, I can stop them from both recruiting units and actually moving out of their territory early. Because I'm pretty sure I can win a fight against his actual army if he marches out. Wrong one. I want archers. Right. And with that, I believe we just killed Barakvar. Did we? Yes. Okay. What great news. Barakvar has fallen. This is a pretty rookie vampirist I've got leading my army here, isn't it? Should add this guy in charge of that army. He's way better. Oh, he's got a decent army again. Oh no, I actually lost some of my good units. That's not good. We'll just run away. Run away, run away! To be fair, Vlad's army here is pretty bad compared to what I could have. I've got no Vargulfs or anything really strong in it. Can you get... There we go. Can get in range. Good. Okay. That army is not going to be a problem. And Dreicha did in fact manage to finish off the Beastman army there. Actually, I should direct... their targets. Let her do whatever she wants. She's proving to be pretty effective when it comes to taking over the mountains. I think we've got enough at the moment blood kisses, so the final push. We shall retake the fort. Now, it would be great if we could get peace with Norska. However, knowing how Norska plays, I don't think that is a possibility. We've done a pretty decent job of kicking them out of anything important. Hey, actually, no, they will take peace, and they will give me a good amount of cash. Okay. That means the north is secure, which means it's the east and west, and apparently Tilea has reappeared? Interesting. Anyone who's willing to trade with me, I'll trade with. Well, that's really good news. I think it's time to... I think we'll send her to occupy these settlements here, just to fill in that rather annoying color gap in our empire. Definitely throw that down and upgrade. And that boosts all our incomes. Awesome. Okay. Progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more. 6 and 7. I believe. Question is, how do we get that? Okay, let's see how the AI manages to counter-strike. Because, you know, inevitably they will find some way to cause me trouble. They always do. Really? The moot? Sure. Oh. Still got all these edicts and commandments to create, don't I? Okay. Okay, well, one of our ambushes failed, which is a little frustrating. Oh well. Slowly but surely we are... I want to say we're almost ready to advance outside of the Empire against the dwarves. I want to say that, but I don't know if we are. Oh, come on. I missed you completely? There we go. Didn't even have a garrison. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's check to see if we got any new dwarf legions pouring into our lands. I don't think we can really call them armies at this point. They've turned into these absolute monstrous legions of troops. That's what you get when you fight fully upgraded dwarf units. All the fun of all the armor and really good infantry. Okay, then we'll use Vlad to take Karak Dromar, and then I think we're in a decent position. Although I think Queek Head Taker is virtually dead. Yeah, he's only got like 2-3 settlements left. Just goes to show, unless I fight a dwarf faction, they tend to rampage over the entire area. The only faction that seems to have stood up, well, only 2 factions that seems to have stood up to the dwarves is oh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Who'd you call it there? Clan Scryer. Ikitclaw, that's who I was thinking of. Ikitclaw and RNS Spites are seemingly the only ones that have been capable of fighting the dwarves without actually losing it. In fact, Ikitclaw is making a very good case to take the dwarves out completely in that area. If they could take Miragliano out, that would be great. Regardless, I don't think I'm going to see too many more armies from those dwarves. I think they're mostly gone. Okay, let's see. My cat has just arrived, which means now I have a mascot for winning. That is, if she ever figures out what the heck she wants to do. You know cats. They never know what they want. Okay, we'll colonize, colonize, colonize. Colonize. What else can I... Okay, I can upgrade more stuff in Drakenhof. That should mean Drakenhof's fully upgraded. Huh. Okay. I think I've moved most everything. We'll retake that. We'll start moving south. Okay, I think we're in actually a good spot at the moment. Okay, we actually... Ironbrow has shown up, by the way. Vlad just got an underground intercept on them. So, now the fun begins of another dwarf invasion. Thankfully, outside of Grombrindal's faction, the Ancestral Throng, which is across an ocean. Oh, bother. I just made peace with those guys. Aside from Grombrindal, this should be the last. This is the last of the major dwarf factions. Actually, no, it isn't. I'm wrong. There is Krakadrak way up north that could invade us, but I think they've been mainly dealt with by either Kislev or the Chaos factions. So we got one more dwarf faction coming. 2 dwarf armies coming. Oh, they got another wave of troops being built up. Ugh, joy. Okay. As is, we smashed one of their invading armies, so that's worth it for the moment. We now control the Blackwater province. Probably sounds a lot more epic than it really is. So right now they've only got 1 army coming, which means I can safely advance here for the moment. The It's when they start sending more than one army I have problems. I guess we got 2 Immortal Necromancers now. They're not a threat. Those 2 would be a threat. If we could take Akendorf, that might stop the dwarves from trying to jump this mountain range. Tricha, I'd really love it if you could wipe out that army. Oh, never mind. I did. He, or she, rather, has started a war against Grimgor and called me into it, which is annoying. Not what I want to do, be picking a fight with Grimgor. And again, does anyone ever want to fight Grimgor? I mean, you really don't get anything out of fighting him other than a pain. He's annoying to fight.
It will be done.
Colonization is starting. I think Wrecker's Point will be a better base than anywhere else. We could get Ikiclaw. If Ikiclaw takes Maragliano, then we could redirect him against Zarok. So, Aranessa. I don't know where Aranessa is herself. Just like I have no idea what Van Kruger is doing with an army of zombies. Something completely useless is my guess. Something completely useless. So, let's force march to here. Actually, if we... Okay, we do have military access to them. We get there in 2 turns? I think I can. Yeah, I can get there in 2 force marches. Okay, I think we're in as good a spot as we're going to be at the moment. So, let's see how the dwarves intend to stop my invading forces. Again, the dwarves tried to advance and got beaten. 1 dwarf army down. 3 or 4 to go. That's the life. I'd hate to wonder how many dwarf armies I've killed. It's got to be in the dozens at this point. Like 30 or 40, it feels like. Okay. Suppose I should go finish that guy off if we can. The odds are he's going to jump with an army, which is annoying. But not much I can do to stop him from doing something like that. Just got to send in Vlad after he does. Okay, that's about as over defended an area as I can make. 4 different armies. Some ambushing, some not. So I'm trying to steal a march here. We could secure this area. I'm tired of the AIs jumping to these mountain ranges here. It's a pain. It's a very good defensive area for the dwarves because you can just retreat across the mountain range. It is a pain for everyone else. Oh, wait. Can I hit the next? Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I do have enough money. There we go. Slow but steady. It's only taken me 163 turns, but the Empire is, with the exception of this little area here, which I'm going to let Kislev keep, considering their fight they've been waging. We've almost got it. We've almost got it. Well, the dwarves are here. Oh, bother. Okay. Well, time to lose a lot of units, including a full army. Oh. Just when I thought things were going better. 2 dwarf armies can't be beaten by 2 of mine, for sure. Well, on the other hand, we have 2 more armies to send in, and we can always rebuild, but ow. Hey, but before we were fighting over Oberstyre, then we were fighting over the Moot, and now we're fighting over Grundestad. So, overall, we're slowly pushing out the border against them. Each wave manages to be pushed a little bit further back each time. So many things, so many events, so much to deal with. Once they're trapped in a settlement, they can't reinforce their allies on the outside. So nice, that mechanic. It's a shame it took me 2 armies to beat there too, but I suppose versus dwarves, it's about as best you can expect. Gosh, is it even worth leveling up some of these characters? It doesn't feel that way. Oh, he backed off, but doesn't help me much. Get my capital area back up and functioning. And then stick Dreicha on them. How was the Stick It Claws battle? Not well. Wow. They're trying. They're not getting anywhere, but they're trying. That finally gets me outside of this mountain range for the first time in the game. Crazy to think that it's taken me this long to get, what, 2 provinces away from my starting area? Absolutely crazy.
Yes, my son. Smooth. More sleep shines.
I have the money to invest in it. Downside, here comes Ironbrow's expedition, who is probably going to kill those guys off. They haven't even been dented by their invasion of halfway across the Empire, have they? Also, the cult of Sigmar is showing up. Wait a second. Is he not at war with the dwarfs? He's got a military alliance with these guys. Huh. I didn't think they could do diplomacy with other factions. I don't think I turned that on. Maybe I did. Wow, she's definitely struggling to do anything. Scarsnack. Talk about an annoying, another annoying faction. There we go. Only took a little while to get this area functioning. I need to start raising another arm. All wounded in battle. All my good units are, all my good guys are wounded. Next turn we'll invest most of the money we've been saving in that. Hopefully those guys die. I'm hoping Vlad can 1v1 some of these armies. I think he can. After all, Vlad and Isabella are an army on their own. Hey, for once the dwarves failed to spot my ambush. I did lose a lot of units, but hey. And that's what I was afraid of. Somehow he managed to avoid my army right here. Gosh. This dwarf king is a pain. He's got 1 settlement and he can field 3 or 4 major armies. Just when I thought I was making progress. I thought that Ironbrow showed up is odd. No, I'm not joining any other wars, Drycha. I'll let you deal with minor factions. And of course, Wolfric is back. You know, I can't afford to lose Drycha as an ally. She owns too much land east of me. She's too much of a good ally. I really wish she'd stop calling me into battles. I can't win. I don't even think there's any point in trying to fight here, is there? No. His garrison alone makes him superior. Pretty much. Considering he just walks around the mountains. Well, at least we've got Vlad capable of 1v1ing an enemy army. If we didn't have Vlad, we'd be in a lot worse shape. Without Vlad and Isabella, we'd be suffering. We are suffering. We'd be suffering worse. The other hand, my little expedition around the mountain chain that has ended in complete disaster did draw them off for a turn. Speaking of tech stuff, we're almost done with that. Nice. Wish I got some more Vargulfs. I think that's the reason we've been struggling a little bit, is some of our Vargulfs are we're not producing as many as we used to.
I thirst.
Okay. How do I want to do this? What are we looking at? We've got an Ironbrow and a normal dwarf. Okay, so they can't coordinate. That's good. So we've got a dwarf army there. We've got one there. We've got 1.5 there. No, just one. 2 rather. Kara's Akara is just... It's not garrisons, though, so we might have a shot at taking it. Someday.
What? March.
And there is
This is the red kiss.
the Empire colonized, if nothing else. And now I gotta go kick Wolfric out of him. Still taking attrition because of all that Nurgle corruption. Talk about frustrating dealing with Nurgle's stuff. Any chance I can get peace with anybody. I've noticed as soon as I get below 5 people I'm fighting, my ally tends to attack somebody, even if they're almost dead, to get me into another war. At some point, going it alone seems the smartest plan.
Armored in faith.
Welcome to fair Bretonia, commoner.
Just so.
Okay. I guess I've just allied myself to the last remaining Bretonian remnant who likes me.
The expedition will hear you. All right.
Along with him. Now we're friends with the only remains of the Empire.
Speak. Dragon Math. Prince.
Lots of plans.
Oh, we got some more cash, so let's see what we can do with that. It's interesting how diplomacy in this game is basically just a source of how to get money half the time. We're making a good chunk of money there. And tax it. Good. Okay. The slog continues. Hey, we got the ambush. For one. There we go. That's a big shift. That as well. Okay. They just self-solve some of our border problems. Still got that one dwarf settlement army that just took our backer settlement from us that we got to deal with. But outside of that, I think we've got enough troops to push and take that settlement across the unguarded pass in the south there. Also, we're going to get the ability to get some of the Hunts Marshal units if we wanted range. And Bretonian units. Interesting. Where did he go? Where is his army? He just had a full stack army right here. Where did he go? There. Take you for a Wazak? Of course I take you for a Wazak, dwarf. This is a risky move I'm going to make, taking this settlement, but if I just stay on the defensive, I'm never going to get anywhere, considering the dwarves just jump mountain ranges. Some people say that the underway is not an amazing mechanic. If you've watched this far in the series, you'll know the underway is quite a powerful mechanic. Sadly, we did not get it at a higher level.
They will serve. Yes, to the tombs. Ill considered. Yes, my son. This better be important.
That's probably a dead army now that I think about it.
I am invincible. They will know undeath.
Okay, that's just a dwarf unit. It's not actually a dwarf army. Good to know. Good to know.
It will be done. Darkness comes.
See, she takes forever. Even with negative 13 a turn, it's still not getting purged. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, we need another army.
Strike out. They will serve.
I love how I'm virtually just uplifting every single troop in every single border region to wage my wars. I'm relying on the raids dead more than I am of recruitment. Which isn't good, but what choice do I have?
Dominating. God. On the go. I hear ya.
There we go. I can make peace with Crooked Moon.
Nice.
Okay, that Doesn't really do that much, but it does prevent a little bit of trouble. So, looking at victory conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more. 1, 2, if we can do it. Karazakarak needs to die. The cult of Sigmar has arrived. Father. It's only taking them almost the entire game to march up half a continent. Thankfully, if we can defeat their army, they have no settlements nearby. So they're going to take forever to recruit a new army. We just got to get to that point. Ah, Wolfric failed an ambush. I'm actually going to start taking money some of these times. Another war? Ended trade agreement. Okay. Ah. However, Achendorf is now under siege by multiple dwarven armies. Look at that swarm that has just appeared out of almost nowhere. Ooh. And under siege here. The fact they didn't attack me first turn open means I can attack them and win. Nope. Good to know. I don't have time to... Don't have any time to wait here. Whole army. There we go. Oh wait, he survived that. Well done, dwarf. And I'm going to lose if I fight that battle. Oh my gosh. That is a tanky dwarven army. If even after losing everything, they still are going to be able to fight. They would win too. Oh my goodness. That is disturbing, to say the least.
It will be a mass grave.
How do I do this?
Yes, empty the tombs.
Okay, well that delays them for a turn. What can I do? I said it would be a risky move to march out, and apparently I was more right than I knew. Okay, we got a lightning strike general there. We got a lightning strike general there. Maybe we can do something? Unless the dwarves have a lightning strike as well. They do. The dwarves have lightning strike as well. Or rather, no, they don't, but I still can't beat them. Great. Okay, I guess we withdraw for the moment. Once I fix my view.
Move us. The spirits agree. Your wish, master.
Yours is power I follow. They face nightmares.
1,000 gold to hinder a replenishment. Oh, this guy can assault a single unit. You know what I really should do is I should get a Banshee on the field or two. I've already got my Banshee, so I got that.
You dare. Die. Expand Sylvania's borders.
Ugh, I like this game, but this endless back and forth tug of war is starting to get frustrating. We take a settlement, we lose a settlement. We take 2 settlements, the dwarves show up with 4 armies and retake 2 settlements.
I thirst.
In the long run, we're going to win. It's just, it's the long run. Any chance I can make peace with you guys again?
Soulless dogs. Satisfied.
No. No chance.
Born to protect God. What you need?
Who's next?
Almost, but not quite. And I can't beat Sigmar's army as well.
Pact will be placed. It is night.
Okay, what can I do? Well, I can start marching this army over. So I'll lose an army, but I will have a couple more armies in the pipeline. So let's raise another army here. Like more Terrorgeists, but I don't have much else to recruit in the area, so start rebuilding there. I don't think I got any heroes I can actually... Oh, I can recruit some Necromancers again. I'm not even sure how useful the Necromancers really are for us in these wars.
Necropolis awaits.
Because, yeah, they help with some of the undead and their replenishment rate, but the amount of kills they get is not very useful. I mean, they're not entirely incompetent. They're just less than helpful, I think. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this episode before we get all the way to an hour. Could have made this 2 separate ones, I guess, but, well, I didn't think of it. We have problems. We're about to lose another army. There's very little I can do to actually stop the dwarves when they want to push. We'll do what casualties we can. We've got Vlad and 6 more armies coming that way, so hopefully that'll be enough. But I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.